Attention Snakeling, the video for which you are about to see are for the eyes of Cobra agents and affiliates only. Should it fall into the wrong hands, you are ordered to alleviate the situation by any means you deem necessary. Hail Cobra Commander, the Great Snake rules forever!
Hello everybody, it's Brucifer. Bringing you another review today. Today will be for the Toys R Us, the Rise of Cobra, Pursuit of Cobra, Toys R Us exclusive Steen Raider. And that is a lot to say. By the way, I hope you guys like the intro I did. It's something I thought of and came up with. I thought it would be kind of neat to do for any Cobra toy reviews. I'll do the same thing for G.I. Joe reviews. I'll have an intro for that. I haven't quite figured that out totally, but let me know what you think of it. You know, post a comment and rate the videos too, please. That would be awesome. So yeah, anyways, we'll get into this awesome vehicle that I just purchased at Toys R Us. It should be available at any of your local Toys R Us's right now. If they don't have it, ask one of the associates if it's been in, because it is in limited supply, so I'm not sure if they will be getting any more in throughout the year. And let's get with it, starting with the box. Okay, this is the box for the Steen Raider. Now, the Steen Raider, of course, is based on, or is a repaint, sorry, of the 25th anniversary Steen Raider, which in return, of course, is a redo of the Cobra water moccasin from the early 80s. So we'll get to the front of the box. It's your standard Rise of Cobra kind of look to it. And then on the very bottom here, it says Jungle Assault. Something that they're doing with the toys nowadays. Something that I'm kind of up in the air about is they're really assigning these toys to a specific mission, if you will. It's like an Arctic mission or a jungle mission or a desert mission. It's kind of neat. I just hate that they're repainting a million figures and, you know, the same figure over and over again, just with different camo on. So we'll get into that in another video or whatever. So let's go to the box front here. The box front has a really neat picture of the Steen Raider in action. You'll see a fort in the background and it's just kind of shooting away. Something I think is funny and you see in a lot of G.I. Joe vehicles is right here, the Swamp Viper, excuse me, is firing up in the air right above Copperhead's head. So you have to imagine that, you know, Copperhead is probably deaf by now from all the firing over his head, which really any G.I. Joe or Cobra is probably deaf because, you know, all. Here's the top of the box. The top of the box has a picture of Copperhead, the driver, and the Swamp Viper, and then it has the usual explanation of G.I. Joe. This is the side of the box. This has the Pursuit of Cobra. If you haven't seen any of the Pursuit of Cobra yet, it has a little explanation on the bottom here. Now, my understanding of the Pursuit of Cobra is all these missions in different areas, a desert area, a jungle area, an Arctic area. In this case, it's the jungle area, and this is kind of neat. It says, in a remote jungle, the G.I. Joe team discovers a huge Cobra fortress covered with indestructible armor made with a mysterious new material. Now, maybe I'm reading too much into it, and they just want to set up a play scenario for you as a kid, but maybe they'll release a G.I. Joe fortress. That would be awesome, though I highly doubt it. Maybe a repaint of the General would be really cool. Or any type of fortress for that matter would be really cool for Cobra since they need one. So then we have this side again, it's just the front picture of the vehicle, and then the back has your standard showing what the vehicle is outside the box. It has Copperhead, the Swamp Viper, and the water moccasin. I'm sorry, the Steen Raider, and then a little Steen Raider explanation here. So that's pretty standard stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, the bottom of the box here, and I'll do it horizontal, which makes it kind of sideways, but has the two file cards, one for Swamp Viper. Okay, so we'll get started with the figures here. First up is the Swamp Viper. He is a simple repaint of the AVAC Air Viper that was released for 25th anniversary. A decent looking figure in his own right. They've given him a kind of green and a gray color scheme. He comes with this gray rifle here. Just your standard rifle. He has his battle stand, which is very cool. Not all vehicle drivers come with battle stands, but it seems like these exclusives, for the most part, do. And then he has a little knife on his boot. The usual articulation, I won't get into all the articulation. We know what the articulation is on these things. As far as the colors go, I'm not the biggest fan of the color scheme. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really special that stands out for me as far as the color scheme goes. Just a really neat figure, and it's really cool that this vehicle actually comes with 2 figures. It's at a $20 price point, by the way, so it really makes it kind of worth it, and it's just nice to have an extra figure. He has his own weapons, so you don't even need to use them necessarily in the vehicle. And here we have the always famous and rather infamous Mr. Copperhead. Copperhead is a popular toy with collectors, and I, for one, have always enjoyed him. He has a really neat paint scheme. I really like his colors. He has actually a different color green. It's more of a darker kind of green on him. He has a black t-shirt with the cobra symbol, which is going to be really hard to see on this camera. And yeah, just some black highlights and some grayish kind of highlights as well. So he looks really good in this color. I really like these colors on him. I like them better than the 25th anniversary figure. It's the same mold, but the color-wise, he's a lot better looking. He comes with this rifle, which I assume is the D57A Extreme. Well, no, it's different looking, so it's not the same as Swamp Viper's. Even on the file card, they say that's his preferred weapon. So, you know, same articulation as before. He also has a knife here on his side. He comes with his battle stand, and this is a really good-looking figure. Now, one thing I would like to have seen on Copperhead is a removable helmet. I'm a big fan of removable helmets. I think they sell a figure so much more, and you know, in this case they didn't do it, but I guess that's okay. But I would have preferred to have a removable helmet, but that's maybe just spoiling. So we're going to put Copperhead in here. We just put him in like so, and then of course you want to have his head sticking out a little bit because, you know, it looks really cool. That's how they have it on the package, and he always did on the cartoon and in the comic. So we will hopefully get this to snap back here in place, which it isn't cooperating. Yeah, it's my daughter. So then we snap it back in place, make sure his head is sticking out, and then it looks really cool. And of course the Swamp Viper can go right up here in the turret, and he can put his hand there and hold on to that. The other hand is open too wide to hold on to the other peg, which is kind of silly. Same thing on the other side, looks exactly the same. It has these covers here, which you can, this one comes out easier, you can remove. And there's like a little storage area here. You can fit a weapon or 2 in there, maybe a knife, or, you know, that's about it. No battle stands or anything like that, just like some weapons. And then it has on the bottom here a removable little kind of sentry pod. And it comes out and it's got some skis on it. It's actually not that interesting. It's just like a little added extra. The original water moccasin had one, of course, too, but that's it. So yeah, that's it for the vehicle. That's really all it does. I really like the way the colors look on this. You know, the colors have a great aesthetic feel to them. The black really contrasts well with the green and the red. And then there's just like little silver grating here. Some of the smaller details. Really nice stuff on here. For $20, which is the retail price at Toys R Us, and mind you, you can get them still now. It's just a great value. You get 2 figures and a vehicle. That's a good deal, $20. So I recommend getting it if you're collecting the Rise of Cobra stuff. Get it now because I don't know how limited these are. You know how these exclusives go. They get 1 run and that's it. So there it is, the Rise of Cobra, Pursuit of Cobra, Toys R Us exclusive Steen Raider. Now you know, and no one's half the battle.